Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this free recap video we're going to cover crude oil. This is a market that a lot of folks have had their eye on, and that includes us here at the Futures Room, because what we've been doing is focusing on the green grab candles that continue to dominate price action. And this is something that I pose to our members, and that is, if there's an environment that you're seeing dominantly green grab candles, so obviously not only, right? You can see there are spatterings of blue grab candles here within the structure of what has to be considered a pretty shallow uptrend. But anytime you see mostly green grab candles, this is one of the easiest things you can do to fix two issues. One, not knowing when to shift into trend following mode, and two, when not to try to pick a top and fade the market, which is something I see a lot of traders sadly do. If the flow of the river, even mildly, is heading higher, wait for small corrections like this, in order to get long. Now I say that because both this entry, and actually this entry back here, were layers at which we looked for support and we bought. And we were a little bit more conservative about the buys. So when you have really steady green grab candles, let me give you an example. And this is on RBOB gas. Look how there are no blue grab candles in this environment. Right here, this is a market within the throes of its summer seasonal. Now yesterday, we talked about the API to EIA reaction. Today we're getting the follow through from that reaction. I'm looking for something that's going to correct gasoline. I'm looking for something that's going to correct crude oil to the downside. Today was a great catalyst. But on the flip side of a catalyst for a second entry is the possibility for follow through. So we can either be opportunistic on a move to the downside and get long again, or we can enjoy and get the fruits of our hard earned patience. You know, being patient in a market that isn't moving in your favor is something that traders will have to develop in their trading career. A lot of traders feel like if the momentum isn't carrying their trades higher immediately, that they should bail. But that's not the case. We want to stick with the market as long as the trade is still valid. We're really looking at a point of validity type approach. Is the trade still valid? If it is, leave it alone and wait for the catalyst. And today was the catalyst. So today we ended up taking 2 profit targets. This is a trade, and here's one more thing to think about. Okay, and again, these are ideas. These are the ideas that have ruled my 30 years of trading, and so I want you to be able to benefit from that. But then I want you to discard what doesn't apply to you or what doesn't resonate with you, and keep what does. And this is a tough one here, and this is one that I have to reiterate to our traders all the time. This day today was not the entry. This was this particular candle right here. That was the entry candle. The follow through came today. But the patience, the hard work, waiting for the trade to come to us, that was all of this. This was a trade built for many traders at the 55 level and at the 05 level. So think about what a 55.55 or a 55.05 trade means when you're trading at 58. I don't want to be chasing this market higher. Like I said, the patience to wait for this trade because you trust the trend, the patience for that trade, or if you bought options, this is the day today that you're rewarded for that patience. So that's probably the theme of this particular video. First of all, the catalyst of the EIA could have triggered 2 possibilities. One was follow through, another was an entry. I want to be ready for both. The second part of this is, as the market moves in our favor, give yourself some credit, especially my members out there who are listening. You had the patience to sit through that. You had the discipline to buy that. You had the discipline to ignore whatever negative news might have been part of that move lower. You ignored it. So now, this is the I told you so moment. Who doesn't love that? Just a little bit. And that's what we're talking about here. All right, so next time we have a catalyst, what do you know to look for? Follow through, but another entry opportunity, and we get to do this all over again next Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll see you in the next update.